What's up, gangsters? It's Tony the Fuzz coming at you again with a hit cap guide for casters in Project Ascension. Hit cap is the point at which you will no longer gain any value from hit rating. This cap amounts in you never missing an attack against a raid boss, making it incredibly important. The hit cap for casters is 17%. Or 136 hit rating, as 8 hit rating equates to 1% hit. Now, early on, 17% hit seems insurmountable, but there are a number of talents, REs, abilities, and enchants that close the gap pretty quickly. The first step you're going to want to take on your hit cap journey is rolling the ability Fell Armor, which increases your spell hit chance equal to 5% of your spirit, making it very valuable not only for casters who stack spirit, but for casters in general, as a lot of caster gear has spirit on it. If you are not a spirit stacker, however, I would recommend looking into the Twisted Mind RE, which turns your Fell Armor into a stance that increases your spell power by 1 per level, and at base increases your hit chance by 3%. There are 2 other REs I would highly recommend for any caster, those being Precision and Balance of Power. Each of these REs increases your hit chance by 2% at base. Now, you can't stack these REs, meaning you can't have 3 precisions and 3 balance of powers, because that would be absolutely broken, but you can have 1 balance of power and 1 precision, equating to 4% hit. Now, as you could probably guess, there are a number of talents that increase your hit chance. I'm going to go over 3 here, but if you're really curious, you can just type in hit into the search bar under character advancement, and you'll find even more talents that increase your hit rating. The first talent I'm going to go over is Death's Grasp, which I think is the best out of all of the hit talents, because not only does it increase your hit by 1% per talent investment, but it increases your haste by 1% per talent investment. If you have any leftover talents after your build is complete, and you're low on hit, this is what the first place I would go. The second hit rating talent I would recommend checking out is Elemental Precision, which just increases your hit by 1% per talent investment, but there is a capstone bonus here, which reduces your threat by 20%. This is incredibly valuable, but I don't think it's quite as valuable as Death's Grasp. The final talent I recommend checking out is only useful if you have Fell Armor, but you should have Fell Armor as a caster. This talent is Demonic Aegis, which increases the effectiveness of your demon armor by 33% and the spell hit chance you gain from Fell Armor by 33% as well per talent investment. Now, again, this is super valuable for spirit stackers and less so for other builds, but still definitely worth looking into if you have additional talent points hanging around. And finally, the coup de grace of your hit cap journey are enchants. The first enchant I'm going to cover is a high risk enchant to chest, and that is called the Mastercraft Sandworm Gambeson, which permanently adds 16 hit rating to your chest piece. Now, this one can be pretty expensive. It's around 300 gold average on the auction house, but it is definitely worth it. The next enchant on the list is a ZG enchant, Presence of Sight, which adds 18 spell power and 8 hit rating to leg or head slot items. So you can have 2 of these, one on your leg and one on your head, equating to 16 hit rating or 2% hit. You can acquire Presence of Sight either by purchasing it on the auction house for around 300 gold per enchant, again, pretty expensive, but definitely worth it, or by collecting the Bijous and reaching a certain reputation with Zul'Gurub. The final hit rating enchant is Scroll of Enchant Boots Lesser Accuracy, which enchants boots to increase your hit rating by 5. This can be purchased on the Action House or made through Enchanting. It generally sells for anywhere between 15 to 30 gold, so it's definitely worth the investment as it's pretty cheap. Now, with all of that out of the way, you should be pretty close to hit cap. The rest you're going to have to make up for with gear. One item I definitely recommend checking out early on is Neltharion's Tier, which gives you 16 hit rating. It's an incredible piece of gear, and it can be purchased for raider commendations after you've cleared BWL. And that concludes my Spellcaster Hit Cap guide. If you've made it to this point in the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and leave a like down below. It would help me out greatly. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.